What's going on, guys? It's Screech here, and welcome to episode 9 of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Monopoly series. The last episode, maybe the last episode, on this original board. I left you with the teaser last episode that I'm in the middle of making a new Yu-Gi-Oh! Monopoly board, so this is the last chance for you to comment what squares you want on the new board. Nothing's going to change with the actual series itself. It's still going to be the same concept of me going round and round the board and collecting packs and stuff like that to open to progress the structure deck only deck. Obviously still online because we are still in a lockdown, not for too much longer, and then eventually we will complete the series when we have our deck, take on the dueling book rank ladder, maybe win like 5 games in a row, and call it a series there. But without further ado, we do have a few things to address. Now, on top of that, you know, we have 2 dice rolls, and more importantly, we have, of course, the community gift from last episode. We passed go, and I said I was going to do it as a community gift. Let's have a look at what you guys have suggested for the community gift. And looking at the comments, you guys left some decent stuff. Zeus, Cyber Dragon Hurts, even some guy who did it and actually left Red Eyes Dark Dragoon for me. You know, the card I've wanted for so long. However, I think I'm going to take that one right in the middle there. T-Man, who actually commented for, T-Man Wonder, who commented for Kveretek Mega Fleet. Just had to make sure his name was correct. The reason being, Hertz is still in a set that we're hunting. Mega Fleet isn't in one of these sets. Zeus, I'm not really a big fan of, but will be getting probably at some point. Dark Dragoon is mainly because the ban list is coming, and I am a firm believer of it's going absolutely nowhere, but it is an option, and I don't want to waste it on like such an early time. But there was 2 comments for Zeus, so maybe that will be the next one we have to take. You know, it is clearly the one that people want to see the most. But we're going to take Mega Fleet. Let's get into the 2 dice rolls and see where we can go from there. 2 dice rolls, because we did actually, of course, OTK last episode. It was a decent duel. We did pretty well. We outed the board very nicely. Let's go ahead, of course, now on this new version of the dice simulator. Hit the dice button. And we rolled a 3. Let's go see where 3 puts us. And 3 puts us from the 2 core booster packs, which we was on, of course, last episode, all the way to open a special edition. And I think this might be the first time this series we've opened a special edition. Special edition will, of course, be 3 packs and the 2 promo cards. We still have another dice roll, though. Let's go ahead and do that, and then decide what special edition we are opening. Special edition's not too bad. Let's see what we can get in the second dice roll. We're going to roll a 2. That's not bad either. Let's go see where a 2 puts us on the board. And another low dice roll in 2 actually puts us to a legendary collection. Another thing I don't think we've opened at all this series. So it's nice towards the end of Season 1, if you want to call it, that we're getting to open some of these last squares that we haven't done before. So a legendary collection and a special edition. So not bad. Let's go ahead and have a look at what we can exactly open. A special edition and a legendary collection. Now, we'll start with the special edition. A special edition, for those that you don't know, because they have been discontinued now, was 3 packs and a promo card. And back in the day, around the era you're seeing now, Breakers of Shadow to Savage Strike, they were great. Some of the promo cards were phenomenal, and it's what made me put Special Edition on the board originally. The set we're going to open is going to be Extreme Force, solely because of the promo card. Code of the Duelist was a contender. Code of the Duelist had Solemn Strike and Called by the Grave, but we do already have Called by the Grave. Solemn Strike isn't phenomenal in our deck, would probably only get sided. Extreme Force, though, had the Cyframe Gear Gamma, and sorry, this had Called by the Grave. Code of the Duelist had Schoolmeister, which might see play. It is seeing play right now in the meta, but might not really see too much play in our deck. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it had in it. Extreme Force is what we're going for, and Gamma is the promo card we're taking. We're opening 3 packs. Nothing really in the set that is really to acknowledge. The set does have Scrambled Egg, which is, in my opinion, the best card ever to be released. This or Super Team Buddy Force Unite for the artwork. But this set is special to me. Curious might see a little bit of play. Nah, probably won't actually. Nah, no, it won't. The last pack is is poop. But this set for me is special because it's what took me from a casual player to a competitive standpoint. Thanks to these little boys up here, the Mech Knight. I fell in love with this deck at the sneak peek event. It was the second sneak peek event I ever wow, teeth. Who would have thought? Attended. And the first one I attended was on a Sunday, which I don't know if it's the same at every locals, but we host one on a Saturday and one on a Sunday, and the Sunday one barely gets any attendance. It had about, in total, maybe 10 people, but it was realistically like 3 or 4 of us, and then people just coming in, getting another set of 5 packs, going home. There was 3 or 4 of us that stayed, played. It was also, at the time, the last day the store was open. They were closing down and moving shop. So, you know, the shelves were a bit empty, and it was the first time I ever attended any Yu-Gi-Oh! Event. And it was different. The atmosphere was good. And I kind of fell in love with sneak peeks, and it kind of became my favourite event, and probably still is my favourite event, and it's the event I'm definitely missing most. And when they announced sneak peeks were stopping, and they were doing this new pre-release stuff where you could buy like a box prior, it really not hurt me, but our local community wasn't happy, and our local community kept on doing sneak peeks. And I don't know if your locals is the same, but it's just what it is. So I attended the Extreme 4 sneak peek, and I came with the impression of there's nothing in this set I want. I'm just gonna, you know, get my 5 packs, open it, play the sneak peek format because it's fun, you know. Probably trade off all the cards for some other stuff. I think I was playing Toons and Manjus at the time, and I ended up doing really well in this sneak peeks, and it's the first time in a tournament that I'd done really well, and it was thanks to the fact that I packed half a Mech Knight core. I packed a purple and a blue in my sneak peeks, as well as like green, reds and yellows and oranges. I basically had the start of a Mech Knight core. Of course, Scars was the promo card as well. And I just fell in love with this concept of these big mech things, the special summon, and I came home after I traded for more purples and more blues, and just looked up deck profiles, pure builds, invoke builds, and I played this deck religiously for about a year, 2 years. Even when new decks came out that I really liked the look of, I picked them up, played them for 3 days, went back to Mech Knights, and it really took me from the casual standpoint to the competitive standpoint that I'm at now. So Extreme Force does hold a nice space in my heart, because it then, you know, became such a big thing for me, and cost me thousands of pounds in trading cards, because now I'm addicted and have to have the best decks. And yeah, this set sucks. Anyway, we're gonna get a pop up here because I can't get rid of this, and every time I attempt to load any pack, it pops up. So there you go, you didn't see that. And we're going to go over to Legendary Collection. We're going to go for Legendary Collection 2. This is the GX, the Jewel Academy Mega Years pack, I think. This promo come with, I don't think the promos are great, but I think it had like 5 or 6 packs, and it has like Overload Fusion, DD Crow in it. But honestly, I'm just going to go for Kyber. I do only get 3 packs because that's what you would get if you bought one of these. But the cards are phenomenal, and you're going to see that now. Okay, or not, that's an awful pack. You know, if I was opening this pack, I wouldn't be bothered because, you know, money, money, money. But for the series, not great. This one, wow. By the way, this is a lie. This is a huge lie. 183. There's like 5 alt arts of this. You get this original art. This thing's like £20. Last one. Wow, that sucked. Did get the most expensive card in this set though, by the way. Secret Delinquent Duos. I packed one of these the other day. My locals found a bunch of LCKC and I opened some. Well, that was just unsuccessful at all. What I was going to say is all the hand traps are in here, and I have a tendency to consistently pack Ash. So, God, can you imagine opening this pack in real life? This pack was like, they used to do these packs at my locals, like individually, for like, I think they were like £6 a pack. I mean, look, like 5 here, 6 here, 20 here, 4 here. Oh, this set was so good back in the day. I opened so much of this set. Oh well, let's get into our first game. Hopefully we can take a dub. We'll have a quick deck check before we go in, and then we're going to go OTK someone and get 2 more dice rolls, and I'll see you back on this page in about 5 minutes. So this is what the deck is looking like right now. We have a Gamma, which we're going to add to the side deck, because we're not going to play this until we get 3, and of course the driver. But more importantly, what we do have is a Mega Fleet. We took this as our community gift, and it's time to decide what's going to go. Our extra deck is looking a lot better every time right now. We have 2 Novas and 1 Infinity, which is nice. Let's move all the fusions over here, and we'll move our synchro over here. I kind of like want to get rid of Omega. Yeah, I think we're just going to get rid of the Omega and put the Mega Fleet in. Call it a day. Omega was there mostly for the Dogmatica matchup. You can send, of course, Omega and anything else and get them back, but it's okay. We can still send our copies of Nova in the Dogmatica matchup, and of course trigger the Nova effects. So with that in mind, let's get into a game right now. This is what the deck is looking like, and let's hopefully get that dub. Okie dokie, the first game of the episode. The midpoint of the episode. The first game's always like the middle of the episode, and it's always good to keep it engaged, and it's always good to get the win. So we're playing against Synchrons. Caught me off guard. He activated tuning, milling spell cycler, I think it is, adding quick draw synchron. He's going to then spec junk forward, normal summon junk synchron, and use the effect of junk synchron to spec 1 from hand. Now this is what is really important if you're ever getting into the game, to know your opponent's hand and deck, of course. I know now that he has quick draw synchron in hand and 1 card, and I know that quick draw synchron needs a discard to summon. So unless he starts adding stuff to his hand, he's forced to discard the rest of his hand just to special summon the quick draw synchron, which might not be optimal. He makes the Stardust Charge Warrior here, attempting to get a draw. We are just not going to allow it. This now forces him, in order to summon the quick draw synchron, to get rid of the last card in his hand, which he does just to spec the quick draw synchron before just passing turn. Nothing he can do. We're going to spec the Cyber Dragon, and has a machine. Fortress, normal summon Court. Court will add Repair Plan. We're going to go ahead and activate Repair Plan and add another card to our hand. Doesn't really matter because it's going to get immediately discarded off of the Galaxy Soldier. Galaxy Soldier will search another Galaxy Soldier and will make a Verte Anaconda. We'll pay 2,000, send the Overload Fusion, allowing us to make Rampage. Rampage's effect, sending some more stuff, getting the 3 attacks, and if you look in our hand, we do actually have the Limiter Removal. Limiter Removal is going to swing this heavily in our favour and give us game. And game it gave us, and it gave us 2 dice rolls. So, without further ado, we're just going to get straight into these dice rolls, and we've got this. It's a 6. Told you we've got this. We've got this. I have no idea what this is. Let's see where it puts us. And I'll tell you where it puts us. It puts us from the Legendary Collection we are at now to some core boosties. Some nice core boosties. 6 core boosties, to be fair. But we're not done. We have 1 more dice roll, so let's go ahead and roll that now. 6 core boosties, 1 more dice roll. Let's have a look. It's a 3, which puts us to the Mystery Wheel. I love the Mystery Wheel. I don't. It hurts my head. It scares me. But I do love the aspect of the Mystery Wheel. So let's go ahead and do it. The Mystery Wheel is here, for those of you who have not watched the series before and are just tuning in. The Mystery Wheel is a 50-50 wheel of jail or packs. The packs are of choice for any packs, core or not. We're going to hit shuffle. We've had a decent run of packs. No big packs, but we've had a decent run. Hopefully this can continue. Oh, it's not looking good. 5. Yes! 5! Let's go! Right in the centre! Woohoo! 5 packs of our choice to go with our 6 core boosties. Nice. 6 core boosters, 5 packs of our choice. We're going to open, we're going to start with Cybernetic Horizon. It's a core set, so 6 of these. We're hunting for Cyber Dragon Hertz today. It is a super rare. It's one of the most expensive super rares in the set. Powering through the last part. Nah. We're reaching the point now where we've got another veer. Where this pop-up's gonna come up again as well, isn't it? Yeah. Where we're just after like 1 or 2 cards from a set. Other than that, we're pretty much set. We've got 5 packs of our choice. We're going for dual overload. We're going to go for that 3rd copy of Emergency right now. Hopefully we can get it. Another overflow, but we already have those. Celine and none other Verte. Again, imagine this pack in real life. 30 here, 10 here, 10 here. Ugh. Relinquished Amina, okay, and a Phantasme. I'm okay with this. Not going to use either of them. And hey, Hulk. And Infinity. Okay, right, that's fine. We'll take the Infinity. Not bad. Almirage is in this set as well. We haven't had an Almirage yet. Annoying. But we'll take a second Infinity, and we'll take a second Phantasme. Let's go see where that puts us in the deck. Okay, so we have 2 cards to add, starting with the first, which is Cyber Dragon Infinity. Definitely needed the second copy of this. What am I going to drop, though? I think I'm going to drop Auroradon. Never make it. So 2 Novas, 2 Infinities now. That is finished. And the second card we got was Phantasme. Now, I don't play Phantasmes, but I think I would rather have 2 Phantasmes than have like 1, 1, 1, and 1 right now. I did play that very, very, very long time ago, and it was pretty decent. Are you taking them? Phantasme? Join your other one. So I think while we're still hunting, I would rather opt for the same hand traps than not. So I'm going to opt for 2 Phantasmes. They're not going to stay. They are going to be first on the chopping block. We're going to play either Ash Ogre or Ash Gamma. Probably Ash Gamma, to be fair, is the hand traps we will go for. So, with that in mind, that's the deck. It's looking decent. Let's get into our final game of the episode. Hopefully we can go flawless again this episode and get some more dice rolls for the start of potentially the new Monopoly board. Okie dokie, so we are going to start the second game. We're playing Silent Mining. Discarding Raw. So it's Salomon Greats. We're going to start with Ash, which is a huge start to this. He's already negged 2. Looking at our hand, though, it's looking pretty dire. He's going to go ahead and normal summon Jackety Jaguar and then make a copy of Salomon Great. Baylinks. Activating the Sanctuary using the effect to link Baylinks for Baylinks, which will trigger the effect of Raw in the grave now, and allow him to set it. 1 card left in hand, but it is okay because he's going to shuffle it back and get the Jacket of Jaguar back, and it doesn't matter if it's card in his hand. He now goes to go ahead and make Proxy F Magician, and we're going to go ahead and when he activates the effect, to target the Jaguar Impermit, and he's going to end on that. Our hand, after our draw, still looking dire. So we're going to go ahead and MST to either force or get rid of the Raw, which we finally do get rid of the Raw, set the card by the grave, and pass to him. He's then going to go ahead and activate his first effect and get the Jackety Jaguar back, and the Jackety Jaguar is going to go ahead and go into one of the Code Talkers, the Fire Code Talker. I didn't even know this card was a thing, but either way you can pay 1,000 to draw a card, and he just rips the Signet Mining off the top. No interaction this time, but he's going to go ahead and discard, I believe, another copy of Raw in order to add a copy of a debug to hand, and debug is then going to summon and attempt to activate its effect to summon from deck. We have no interactions for this, so we are allowing it to go through. He goes ahead and adds the Spinny to his hand, and then uses the effect of Spinny from hand, discarding it, giving the Code Talker a boost of 500. He then goes to attempt to activate the... he goes ahead and makes a Baylink, and then attempts to activate the Spinny. He's met by a Call by the Grave on the Spinny, before he's then left in a tricky situation. 1 in hand, no back row, and a link 3 and a link 1 on board. He opts to make the Avramax before attacking for us to 3,000. He actually had more damage on the board with the Talkers, and for turn again we draw pretty dire. We're going to give him the Jizukiru, and hopefully we can survive another turn and rip something good off the top of the deck. We're going to go ahead and pass to him. He's going to start with Will of the Salomon Greats, allowing him to spec 1 directly from the grave or deck, I think it is. He gets the Baylinks back once again. and it's not looking good for us. He has, of course, got Balinks in the extra deck because he keeps recycling them back, but he opts us for battle phase, 3,500. It's our last chance to rip off an MST, which does absolutely nothing. We scoop, and it's an awful end for us. And that is it. That was a very, very grindy game that we actually could have easily come back from if we'd have just drew any monster at all that could have been summoned. I know we drew Nibiru, so any card at all that would have been able to start a combo, make a Rampage, make a Vertex, would have been fine. But no, instead we opt to keep drawing bloody MST. So, that's it. One dice roll will be at the beginning of next episode, which may be on the new Monopoly board. I'm working on it. Hopefully I can get it done by next Wednesday. Any squares that you want added to that board, make sure you leave down below. It doesn't even have to be this special square. If you think you have an idea for something, comment it. It might make its way onto the board. As for the next Monopoly board and the way that this series is going to go, I thought we'd just kind of explain this right at the end, or I might have touched on it briefly at the beginning. The series isn't changing. Nothing is changing about the series. The rules are not changing. The only thing that's changing, just to spice things up, is the board. We're going to get rid of these core and reprint boosters and just have straight packs. We're going to have some new power-ups. We're going to continue with the mysteries, the go to jail, the community gift. We might even add more community gifts because it is a really good way of interacting with you guys. Nothing is heavily changing about the series. Don't worry, you're not going to start watching next Wednesday with a brand new deck and a brand new board and brand new rules. Everything else is the same. We're just changing the board around just to spice things up as we are 10 episodes into the series. But with that in mind, it's been your boy Screech, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you have, like, comment and subscribe. Make sure, like I said, you comment new squares and your community gift for the next episode. It's been your boy Screech, guys. Peace.